nana. Mr. Bobsy, I won't speak my mind.
Gucci Beats.
Nigeria don't enter one chance, I swear. Oh, now go with the go so. Herdsmen they kill us every day, but them busy they campaign again. After they failed all the promises they made, oh, then they praise themselves. Why the masses were supposed to give them the praises we they here they run to? Move it down. I blame it on the religious leaders. I blame it on the traditional rulers. People were supposed to fight for the people, they don't compromise. Shame on the rebellious brothers. People will cry with us during answers. Today them don't join those oppressors, they eat jollof. Something on the smell of. Very soon now we go perceive them. The havoc where this government they cause na time bomb. It go soon explode. Revolution they come oh. It dey very close and they feel am oh. When the power of the people we triumph, the power of the people in power. They no even care, they no even send. Say the people they die of hunger. Hungry dog is an angry dog. One day you go bite the owner. Idle man is the devil workshop. Many youths for Nigeria no good job. And the country the youths got no future. The country is gone, that's on period. Move it up. I blame it on the judiciary leaders. I blame it on the electoral officials. People were supposed to save the nation, but they collected bribe. Shame on the armed forces. People were supposed to protect the masses, but now them they shoot us anytime they hear our voice. Something on the smell of. Very soon now we go perceive them. The havoc where this government they cause na time bomb. It go soon explode. Revolution they come oh. It dey very close and they feel am oh. When the power of the people we triumph, the power of the people in power. Mr. Bobsy, I don't speak my mind. Lord, come save my people.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Greetings, comrades of the APC. This is the APC Diaspora online TV platform, and me, Comrade OrWanKasu. Today, on a Sunday, the 29th of March, 2026, and the time that the UK na 8:27. Comrades, una we don't join right now. Una help we for share, and una tell we usai una they watch from. We go acknowledge una, and we go all join this conversation together. At the moment, we get a very important topic for talk about, and we get a very important guest. We are a sitting MP for the APC party. We join we inside this platform here. So when I stay locked in, locked on, make we join this conversation. Very, very important. We also want for inform una say yesterday, the 28th, the Diaspora Young Congress being hosts a very important fundraising dinner and dance in the UK and Ireland. And the one for inform una say that particular occasion day was one of the most successful events them we don't take place at the diaspora level by the APC UK and Ireland executive, women's leaders, na the various constituencies, and the district women's leader, we na Madam Bintu Aissatou Sesay. They all been there for support this wonderful occasion which took place yesterday. And of course, the district chairman, Mr. Malcolm Tongbe Conte, and the London constituency chairman, Mr. Mohamed Conte, all been today for bless this particular occasion will take place yesterday in London. We say kudos to the Diaspora Young Congress, headed by Putloko Bobo, winner Mustafa Isaac Conte. We deliver a very powerful speech yesterday, but we come to the crux of that on a different show. Today, now just a highlight to get for Guna. But while we don't get locked on and wanna share the link for we, um, this show here today is being produced by Mr. Mo Bangura, Mr. MMBB, the Reading and Oxford constituency PRO. Of course, is a technical expert, and I don't bring we can live on this particular program. So I want for encourage ask una, plead with una, make una share the link all over the place. Myself go the help for share the link small, and then make we take on from there. Small, make we share the link. And there's a lot of things that we'll get for talk about today, and I not go once for let anybody miss waiting we get for can talk about. We get a very important guest who get for join me today. By God in power, without any network issues at all, we go get a very, very good show this evening with him. So at the moment, wanna chat with we, Usana Day, Usana the call from, Usana the watch from, and then we go acknowledge Una, and then we will take on from there. All right. Um, Once again, Mina Comrade OrWanKasu, we Comrade SweetBonita, and we on because yesterday was very, very very, very busy. She was in the center of all the planning and the execution of a very wonderful um, event yesterday. We give them kudos for the wonderful work they do supporting the Diaspora Young Congress. Of course, Sweet Bonita, um, an aspirant for the Women's Congress National. He wants to push today. We by God in power, the party will stand with them. And then, of course, now in currently they serve as the London constituency chairman. So Bonita in current the London constituency deputy chairman. So once again, comrades, Mina Comrade OrWanKasu, and the time now 8:32 UK. So we come for can discuss a very important topic. And before we go into the topic proper, we introduce we honorable guest. We deal with we already at the platform for make it come live, make it just say hello to comrades, and for make everybody know say we the young clearly, and we also this if I can ask me comrade honorable Aminata Sesay, we they represent both local districts for make you say hi and welcome to the APC Diaspora Online TV. Over to you, Honorable Aminata.
Thank you very much, Senior Comrade OrWanKasu. Hello and good evening to all the APC at the diaspora, to everybody in the diaspora, and to Sierra Leone especially, and all of
Okay.
us around the world. I'm honored to be here.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Honorable Aminata. This is the APC Diaspora Online TV platform, and this is the mouthpiece of the diaspora. And yeah, people can come to the diaspora. So mostly when we can get issues them about party diaspora platform is one of the main places them for can talk to the APC members them. So we want to welcome you for the first time inside this platform.
Thank you.
Um,
Moment.
yeah. So I understand you they represent Poloko district, not so?
Yes, sir.
One of your finest young man we born na Poloko. It go by the name Potuloko Bobo. Very, very proud comrade in the diaspora, young Congress leader. And yesterday, the Young Congress do a very, very important fundraising dinner and dance na the APC UK and Ireland districts. We get comrades that will come out all over the world, from Gambia, Sierra Leone, the United States, Germany, the rest of Europe. People and travel, then come grace this very important project. And Poloko Bobo delivered a very powerful speech yesterday. And of course, we get some flag bearer aspirants them also present. We
Okay.
get some members of parliament them also present. We get some former ministers them present. Then self get the opportunity for give and speech. We get senior comrade Captain Aliyu Patso, been did it yesterday, very vibrant, very energetic. He come at the stage, he display in political, you know, I go call him political trademark with Isabi, in signature, and we also had Paolo Conte, former defense minister, was there. We had Honorable Omri Goli was there. We had Honorable Dr. Kelfala Mara was also there. We had quite a number of people that we really represent the party from most senior parts. And I'm not going to call everybody name. We had people from the United States, Europe, and everywhere. So if I can ask me technical guru, the technical director, winner, Mr. MMBB Mo Bangura, for Giwi just a small one or two videos for see how the show was, end yesterday. Anytime we get a moment, Mr. Mo Bangura, you can play that one day, and then we see how the team been there yesterday. I was there yesterday myself, and we had a good, which is one of the most successful events we don't hold in the diaspora. And we go say kudos to the young man, the young people them at the party. We feel proud yesterday, So at your time, sir, Mr. Mo Bangura, you can play that particular one day for we see. Right. Once again, welcome. And I want to acknowledge the one that we don't join we already. We get now so somebody we na Abiose Koka. Thank you very much for joining us, Abiose Koka. And we get Arun Pape. We're the London constituency secretary. And of course, instead they aspire for the position of the district secretary at the UK and Ireland. We get Mr. Francis Langley, Nathaniel Langley, all the way from Liverpool, a very, very gallant community champion, the Merseyside. I want to say welcome to this platform. We get Mr. Mustafa Mansare also. Um, we don't join we. Wanna please help we for share the link. We get Honorable Aminata Sesay. We been come na the um, to an interview challenging the SLPP. We go viral and everybody commend them for instance where he take and the way he articulate himself. So we privilege for get now. So today we can talk to we about a topic we get to do with the mass deportation of Sierra Leoneans. The mass deportation of Sierra Leoneans from Guinea. Of course, we all belong. They see um, the behavior of the Guinean authorities them against Sierra Leone over the period where this administration um, they oversee the affairs of this country illegitimately. It come to a point where we really say this administration don't sell younger. People in the talk say, oh, there's just a dispute and everything. Then we also can see eventually when the Guinean authorities them come inside Sierra Leone, the people of Yenga village they're gone away, then gonna bush. They eventually come, then put foundation, then build a permanent structure inside Yenga. And that's diplomatic engagement starts. We don't know the outcome of them. And now, most recently, we are say another part of Sierra Leone has been occupied, and then they even go to the extent and arrests we armed officers, then we soldiers and OSD them. They arrest them, then carry them go inside Guinea, then go humiliate them. The video went viral, you know, the video went viral, and it creates a lot of embarrassment for we. So that said, we also can see another video we come out with hundreds and hundreds of Sierra Leoneans. We been on the live in Guinea for over many years. We do establish there. Some of them are business people, you know, and they also then kick them out of the country to Sierra Leone to a point where then get to the border area, Sierra Leoneans, them we they mean they treat like for saying that they are criminals, they end up for beginning protests at the border area. We create yet another embarrassment for we country and we nationals. And there's a lot of explanation, interpretation about this particular thing we people immediately talk about. But today we want to can get the perspective of we honorable sister, Madam Aminata Sesay. Once again, welcome to the Diaspora online TV platform. I know say we dey get issue with electricity in the country and network. We understand. We understand. But you know, not to worry. Nothing that we don't get used to that. We're immune to it now. So yes, over to you. When you first learn about this particular thing, na from Guinea, when they deport with people and from Guinea, how you feel? What's in kind of your mind?
Okay. Disappointed, although I am not shocked. So,
Mhm.
OrWanKasu, my genuine response was that I'm disappointed that we reached to this point. But when you say I'm not totally shocked, because we truly believe say we relationship with Guinea don't they go down the slope since the drug issue with engage with the ambassador in Motuka. And as much as we the governments don't they try for portray this body, but you can tell nobody not go treat a brother or neighboring country in this way if they in peace. Especially for this last deportation. Many of we not learn and through government source. We know area from the foreign minister. We know area from the president who believes say a go day less than a week ago, where he and Liberia president, Guinea presidents go to a meeting where according to the government be very productive. They end up on a friendly note, high brotherly note, and sign an agreement, an MOU of understanding. In less than 1 week, you see Guinea deport in people them. So it begs the question, what he really then go agree on? Waiting at the agreement. And I
That's
think in
that's
combat
very
on
crucial.
the government for letting them come out with a clear statement. But this is not one of we frustration as opposition party. A lot of the thing they already learn about the country, most time you learn am through Facebook, through TikTok, most time on the media. In fact, when this news of deportation first come on, them be so quick for dismiss them, then deny them. Some of them they go on the ear and deny them. Until when pictures then begin surface and we see how we Sierra Leonean people them be treated at the border and how they get for good length place for them for sleep. So it very disappointing as a Sierra Leonean, I have to say.
Yeah, and very crucial. You mentioned say the president go na Guinea, go all a
Yeah.
meeting with the Guinean president and also the Liberian president. Less than a
Yes.
week after that meeting, day now in
Yes.
we see Sierra Leoneans them in their mass numbers, close to 1,000 Sierra Leoneans being deported from Guinea. This meeting, yeah, so now agreement meeting, waiting and go agree on is very crucial for the people to understand what really transpire. You know, um, una forgive we honorable because of course we all know say there's an issue with network, but we go to continue forget them every time he disappear. We go try back again for we forget them on. Yeah, so now continue for bear with we. Um, the network issue, the blackout issue, and all this stuff in there. But we want to say 4 days so man Saray. Um, from Reading and Oxford. We want to say thank you for joining us. Um,
Sorry,
uh,
I get called so over the interrupt.
yes. So this question of waiting and go agree on is very important for let we know. How could three president neighboring country them when are members of the MRU, the sub-region, then get the sub-regional body, this
Mm,
agreement for peace and free trade and movement of people within the sub-region go can turn out for a consistent dismissal of that agreement then at the MRU, where Guinea they can occupy Sierra Leone, build a permanent structure in Yenga. We now get a clear explanation from the government, and we also see where they go arrest we members of the armed forces and the police, then carry them go,
mhm,
then go humiliate them, sit them on the ground, and all of these things we see them glaringly in social media. The government not get better explanation for Giwi, and eventually then we say the Nongo release them. They all return back to salon. It's like a victory which for celebrate. Then can embarrassments and they. And now
mm.
finally we don't can see hundreds of families to the tune of 1,000 being deported from we neighboring country. This is beyond. If I say it's embarrassing, it's an understatement. Disgrace, humiliation. Now we get. But the question still remains. What do you think say they go discuss on this particular meeting?
Well, I mean, you know, really, like we don't say, apple, the only, if you plant apple, now apple you get. So, with the government leaving me no room for let we guess, because I truly believe, say, if the meeting was that productive, if the meeting been go as well as then they purport, I believe, say, when they come, if I don't make a statement on that, and I believe, say, the Guinean president for don't discuss this issue of deportation before we get to here. One thing we'll see will be very clear when people in the camp was that there was no coordination. We believe, say, even the embassy in Guinea not be aware.
Mm.
Because then people are calm, people they don't know, say, people then for calm. No one knows what to do with them when they reach at the border. You see the chaos from the pictures they will see.
Mm-hmm.
So he live with no choice, but for no say, this relationship with Guinea is not as good as it used to be anymore.
Absolutely.
And I think we can all guess why. Mr. Doumbia on the other side, na Guinea, not go be so proud for no say somebody with and so close when a brother, they import drugs in your country. And Sierra Leone, as I speak right now, that is all we've been remembered for.
Mm.
Today, where you call Sierra Leone, once ago it was the war. Today, when you say I'm from Sierra Leone, the next thing they ask you, how is the issue with drugs? We
My
don't become
goodness.
a big transshipment area. We dey harbor one of the biggest drug lords in the country. We don't left everybody on edge. And how can you not be? You know, despite all the clear evidence showing that this man is within Sierra Leone, even when we own government don't come out and say he may not be the same name, but one thing what they accept is this man with this picture, they're not this country. Then call Umaro Sheriff. But even if this man is Umaru Sheriff, how much does it cost Sierra Leonean for let we give Umaru Sheriff? Let them screen them and know if not the Umaru Sheriff who they want or not the loss, whatever they call them. I not just see how you go risk the lives of more than, I mean, it says 8 million population, but me no say we're more than 9 to 10 million right now. I don't see how you're willing for risk the lives of almost 9 or more million people then for the benefit of one person.
Mm.
1%.
Okay.
You
Right.
know, how does that make sense?
Absolutely. I get
In a sovereign
Marie's.
state, we claim for get respect for its citizens, them, we claim say security and priority. How?
Yeah.
Add up.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I get Marie Sobonike Sesay. The watch from Poloko districts. You get your Poloko sister, then also, of course,
Okay.
comrades who now will just join we. This now Honorable Aminata Sesay, who they represent Poloko districts. And I also get Obe Kamara also. Um, I'm not sure which side they watch from, but you get a lot of comments don't begin coming now already. We been see a news will come out for say an ambassador where they represent Sierra Leone and Guinea was caught with drugs in his car while he be travel in Guinea. That case they was another serious embarrassment. We don't know how that one day in end. But clearly, Guinea not take we seriously at all.
Not
From the
at all.
top to the bottom. You know. And we don't know what don't become of them people here. So did they actually bring them come inside saloon now? They actually don't day inside saloon or them in Tawa because I understand say them in Tawa na the border area. We don't know what thing here for happen. You get any intel on that?
No, as far as we know, the governments don't maintain for put this country reputation on a bad light just so they could protect this ambassador. The adamant for say the ambassador himself not be involved, na in vehicle na involved. But again, you and I know, oh, then at the UK, for example, if you're not nurse, you get your PIN code. If you allow somebody for use the PIN code and go and commit a crime, it has for they say not to you. This
Mm-hmm.
position will belong to the ambassador. This vehicle register under the embassy. So it had for let until we say the ambassador has no idea. In fact, from where to they reward them by sending them for a bigger position. I'm not able to confirm that because I don't know, but that is a rumor that instead of let even dismiss them, they reward them and get a bigger position at the SLPP party somewhere else around Cambia. But this tells you the level of the level of impunity where then guys they are the operate on. As far as I know, Sierra Leoneans and all over the world, we just supposed for believe whatever they can tell we. So even if we look at a bag of cocaine, a container of cocaine, if they come and tell we in a powder, we just need for accept in a powder.
That's how it
We're not
seems.
supposed for ask for explanation.
Absolutely.
We're not supposed. So, it really disgraceful. And like you say, on top of the deportation, what of the issue with the Amimandem? How embarrassing was that as a country, as a nation? We see what the attempts on Liberia, attempts and borders them, not civilian and take them on. How do we get to your Amimandem for be treated so belittled? a whole sovereign state. Embarrassing.
Absolutely embarrassing.
But as I say, for me, I'm not disappointed at all. I think our relationship with Guinea right now is really not on the good side. Although a few days ago on an interview with McBrewer, it be very much, flamboyantly try for convince we say they come straight from State House and is dealing with the communication at State House. And why shall we say the president, Ian Dubuya, they in fact they calling themselves brothers. But if somebody's calling you a brother and treating you this way, I think it's even more belittling than anything.
Yes.
So then self now is a sovereign state on their own. We'll not go tell them waiting for do. But I expect say wherein there was a good relationship, then go prepare Sierra Leone better and raise the issue. I say we get Sierra Leoneans, say we get the issue and the issue. And above all, Sierra Leone and Guinea, we get ECOWAS passport between we. So what kind of documents we go possibly need? We can salute, even if you just take the ECOWAS ID card, it cover you for Guinea and Liberia and all of the countries are within the ECOWAS. So it hard for let them say get for do a document. But according to Mike Brewer, even in they try for talk about how Sierra Leoneans say we're known to be, not law abiding. We always like for take law now we are, and we always like for go live in areas they own and not want we, which to me was an insult to all
Ab-
of we the Sierra Leonean and all over the world.
Absolutely.
Because I'm not going to deny, say, we'll not get one or two way might be involved in crime, but we have never been on the limelight for be people the way disloyal, we need to take law in hands. Never. Not even in this country. And aside the example of 2023 after the election of this country, that had this country been a country with lawless, it be enough for law going to war. Because
Hmm.
say to the least man, a 2, 3 year old Pikin self, they understand, say, this election did not reflect the vote.
Hmm.
You know, for example, na put lock on these seats where we all know say most of them they vote for the member of parliament, now then they vote for the council chairman. Like you this example for put lock or listen, it will be fortunate for Dede and no. The council chairman get 22,000 votes. The president get 25,000 votes. When they come to the MP them, for let them succeed in tiffing with seats them, they say 61,000 people vote for MPs them. Now, 22,000 for council chair, 25,000 for the president, and 61,000 for members of parliament. And that is how they
Mm.
succeed for get first seat. You know, add up. We don't ever see this in the history of Sierra Leone. Most time when people and they vote for the entire cabal of that political
Right.
party. Day.
Sure.
Very, very seldomly you see somebody vote as LPP president and go vote APC MP. Most time
Mm.
when they vote as LPP president and go vote as LPP MP council chair. In this case, not to that
Mm.
to be seen. You can see the difference from
Right.
the council chair of 22,000 to 61,000 plus for MP.
So
So,
this relationship between Guinea and Sierra Leone, you think say at any point it go improve small given the fact say we get um a signed document, regional documents, we na the MRU, the sub-regional agreements we get. You think say Mamadi Dumbuya go kind of honor that because some of we left for the travel go na Guinea. And with the Sierra Leone
yeah,
passport we get, we go na Guinea, we don't know which will be the outcome, whether they go
yeah.
embarrass we, go ask we questions, go begin the search we up and down, like for say we are criminals them. That don't begin the play at the minds of many of we working on a Guinea. I don't know what you take of that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. As I say, OrWanKasu, me growing up in Sierra Leone, I know the bilateral relationship we enjoy with Guinea. In fact, I don't ever know Liberia, but I know Guinea was like a backyard for Sierra Leoneans.
Mm-hmm.
We go there most of the time, get foodstuff then from there. And as the country they get stronger, the custom they become so difficult. A lot of people they not get the capital for go China and Gambia. Those are the countries they would use for go. So many of who they trade in Guinea. If you go Gambia right now, in fact, most people use the franc, and Gambia, that's just one border we'll get the porous border the way literally they tin up 1 minute you dey inside Gambia, 1 minute you dey inside Pamlap, Winner, Guinea. So we've always enjoyed a bilateral relationship. So the point where many people that are then border and they even talk the Soso language so well. But so you can tell, say, this relationship is not destroyed by we, the people, them. Definitely not by the grassroots, them. This relationship destroyed as a result of the official ties, them, we don't deal with the government. And despite whatever agreement say Mamadou Doumbé assigned. You never allow for let use in country as a drug hub. No, that's it could be very belittling for let allow that. I don't think that was part of the contract. So I believe say when it comes to the good thing that will benefit Guinea, or would they believe saying a share interest for them, they will keep to the contract. But if Sierra Leone look at any point for try for do wrongdoing, say as they don't they do with this drug, and rightly right now I'm not gonna blame Guinea for not wanting a relationship with Sierra Leone. It's very clear. Nobody wants to. Nobody in
Absolutely.
their right mind, no country, no president will be proud for say I'm a friend to Sierra Leone right now.
I
I
want
see
to say,
recently that they celebrate the fact say Donald Trump called mother and say Lekam, but that is just what? What does that mean? Is this just another coerce for let her impress we say? How could you be fighting with your neighbors in Guinea and Liberia and go make friend in America? What is that going to produce for us? So it's really one of them things and they do them best for mask the reality of waiting they happen. And we are position now we on roll for let the people they understand. And that
mhm.
is what we do.
Okay. I want to say thank you to the technical director, Mr. MMBB, for bring come the pictures then for we will see, examples of which we can discuss now. So right now. And we Sierra Leonean then self detox say, but then people they are, if you then do we so, let we self deport Guineans them back to the country. Make them not they na Sierra Leone. Take emotions. We then see them videos of Sierra Leone and they suffer at the Guinea border between Guinea and Sierra Leone, and say then they deport them because they are criminals. Then they live in a shanty towns, blah blah blah. Um, Sierra Leone then self decide say then go kick all the Guineans them outside Sierra Leone. What you think of that kind of statements there from Sierra Leoneans?
I want to stand with the Sierra Leoneans and say I didn't have the same level of frustration about waiting they happen. But I believe say we are a more responsible nation, and that not going to be the appropriate response for we. More so, where if then people are all they look for can go deport, not commit any crime for we. As I say, we don't live alongside Guineans and this country to the extreme where some of them don't go on for born picking and I get grand picking and I. So I bet every single Guinean where you all right now gets wife or brother or sister, you know.
Okay, guys, wanna just stay locked in, locked on. Um, would get them issues there also, now and again because of the network issues na Sierra Leone. But I go as shown I say we still get honorable na the platform. They go continue to communicate with we for like give we exactly what's they happen, your own thoughts about what's they happen. We get more for can talk about, of course. We get for can talk about the APC boycotts in parliament, and we get for can talk about in response to an interview we go viral on social media where everybody been proud of within he say. So we see the moderator they try for force them into certain questions, them they try for debate with them, but she was very composed and handled himself they very, very well. So one for say we want lady director of technical affairs na this particular program, the producer, Mr. MMBB, look for that video there, make you put them on standby for we. We put them on standby, please let we know. We'll go on for watch them and see what in honorable been get for do on that particular interview day. So let we go into the discussion again. Um, Sierra Leoneans then over the past 7 years don't go through a lot, not only in the young government, but also in neighboring country. Before, we economy been stronger than Guinea. Guinea gets a bigger population. Guinea gets a bigger country in terms of size. But we've been always very strong. We economy been strong. We currency been strong. We businesses them. We be to go buy cheap things in our Guinea, bring them come to Sierra Leone, can sell, make profit and everything. But now we money not mean nothing na Guinea. Guineans they don't want sweet money. They don't want nothing to do with sweet money. You know,
No,
me
that's it.
remember about 3 years ago or something like that. I go to Guinea for good change. I pull me salon money. I pull almost
Listen, if you change $100, now one old bag you need for carrying. I remember that.
the guy that wouldn't tell me how much you can for give me. I don't know. I think I've been pulled 5 million last time they for give the Guinean the guy for changing for me to Guinea franc. The money the guy pulled for me, when the guy give me, I ask her, I say, what's in this? I want to argue with the guy. The guy said, well, go get another salary, go change and if you want. And the same thing you go get. I was very, very shocked. So I got to pull back another
Mhm.
more Sierra Leone money for give the guy for make I forget a substantial. You know. So that's how embarrassing it was. But we've
Really,
gone down the drain. Sierra Leone has gone down the drain
we
in all
have. We
aspects
have.
compared to
And there's no indication, say, would it come out, would it rose up very
hmm,
soon? If anything, all in more fallings. For example, this one, Iran and US Israel Iran war. In less than 3 days to 4 days of the war, fuel prices are affected here.
wow.
I mean, the external world, the global, for
Hmm.
dictator to the happen saloon.
Can you imagine?
I can make a joke and say if the one Iran go on for more than 1 month, toilet tissue self will not get. Because as I
Absolutely.
speak right now, traders are already they tell you say shipment then they come.
Yeah.
And the very few will succeed for coming prior to now go tell you say the custom almost tripled. So,
Hmm.
it's just whatever mechanism what this government they use for the economic purpose is not working. And then they work at all. And all they keep telling us is the dollar remains the same. The dollar remains the same, but the leons is crumbling underneath the dollar. So in no time, we know say the dollar go add on to the inflation again. But it really sad, like what they say one, because it really sad for we. For no say as a nation, toilet tissue self we they use is imported.
It's imported.
Hand
Wow.
wash for Wasiana salon is imported. Nothing all day where we as a country they do. The very least so don't begin to right now in agriculture for begin do onions and other thing there on the side. But in terms of material they would use, we're essential to life, we take for granted. We're still so behind. So that just shows the vulnerability of the nation. And if this government is still trying for terrorism and they do well, I don't know measure.
Well, trust
I don't
me,
know about which
like
measure.
I self right now, we the one who they abroad within the diaspora, we be the get people that we they send container inside a month. We get a group of people that we send container two containers a month. The one they go after the other, one they go after the other rapidly. Things that they go. Now it's like one person able for send a container now, then get for get a group of themselves for able for flop one container for send them because everything
Yeah.
has gone up at Nawataki
Everything is
and the
good.
all the free for
Everything
ship,
is
then
good.
people themselves free to
Mhm.
stop them. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's sad.
Even that
So
box say, oh, be they ship from UK, where be they take one box for 100 pound. Now you go pay almost 250 pound. They will tell you now the custom. And
absolutely,
realistically, even few members of parliament say, oh, get what they'll confirm the rate at which the custom tariffs and they go up, you know. And they go
hmm
up rapidly, sometimes on a daily basis. You wake up today now one price, by the next day tomorrow they don't increase tariff without going through parliament, without following the proper routes, and just they do whatever they want to do, you know. And
hmm
that all their side are headed by, tightly people that will link to the president and link to this. It begs the question if then they do harm in the interest of this president or even in the interest of Sierra Leone at all.
I did
Yes,
tell
still
you.
the Minister of Finance in the state we say we not get enough money in the COFA. So how? What's it really they happen? Me not a full accountant, but I'd expect say if people and they complain say and they pay this much revenue, that will reflect on we consolidated funds. If
Uh,
we're able to get news from NRA and the areas they have for shoulder increments, say. But
hmm
despite all the increase in tariff here, it not dey reflect on NRA, neither the consolidated fund where they go
hmm
towards the government for take care of the country. So
yeah,
it's
okay.
and this president has said again and again in his speeches, in his manifesto, the need for transparency and accountability. But try and hold them accountable. Suddenly, you're not part of the government, you're in opposition, you're looking to blackmail them. They just cannot be asked.
Yeah. Okay. We will go into the next topic in a minute, but before we go into Ram, I want to make una stay locked in, locked on. Mr. Almami Fala Bangura, Obey Kamara, Arun Pape, Mariam Abba, and all the other members.
Arun Pape, how are you?
Yeah, Arun Papi Didi, they
That's
send
my
message for
man.
you right now. Yeah, Marie Bonike Sesay, thank you for joining us from Putloko District.
Hello.
Fudi
Oh,
Mansere,
good.
also thank you for joining us. Francis Langley from Liverpool, thank you for joining us. Yeah, we get commentaries and also, but I want to make the producer play for we this video where we Honorable Aminata Sesay of Putloko District being gets now one of the outlet in Sierra Leone, one of the platform in Sierra Leone. So over to you, Mr. MMBB, if you can play for with our interview day, and then we could go into the next topic.
Spokesman is saying the president is aware of the demands, but he's not thinking in that direction of removing Edmond Alpha. Abstaining from participation, the boycott, and the peaceful protest. How does this change anything? How does this give your party what you want?
Thank you very much, Fabian, and good evening to Sierra Leoneans around the world. I'm glad when we start this program today, you made a comment where we say there's a lot of things to change. And you said when you do your work, you don't wait to be thanked. So we are not waiting to be thanked at the end of the tunnel of this. What we are doing is a role of parliamentarians. We are members of parliament. We as a political party respect the fact that the sovereignty of Sierra Leone belongs to the people of Sierra Leone, from whom we derive our powers as members of parliament. And from that standpoint, the people who represent, which is our key role among the three, the representation, making of laws, and oversight, they have told us we should not allow what happened to them in 2023 to repeat itself. And we all know what happened in 2023, unless we want to go back to memory lane. One thing we know for sure, the elections of 2023 were not credible. They were not transparent, and the people were aggrieved. They knew how they voted, and they have an expectation. That expectation wasn't met by this government. And as opposition, it was very difficult at the time for us to sit with this government because we had no trust in them, which was why we had a third party, which is why it's a tripartite committee. What they have shown is that we had a right to have doubt them, because despite having international committee present there, they have repeated exactly what we've seen, the behaviors of what we saw in 2023. When I say we are boycotting from Parliament as a political party, it is not because we just want to wear the crown as members of Parliament at all, Fabian, far from it. In fact, when people center this entire thing around Edmond Alpha, of course it's the elephant in the room. It's probably one of the very important reasons why we're boycotting. But there are many other issues. And I know for sure as a party, we've taken platforms like this and many more, pointing out issues. We start calling out when the census were running late. We start calling on government when the implementation of the tripartite was running far behind. We start calling on Parliament, calling on the Speaker to say a simple committee, which is a steering committee for the tripartite committee to be formed in Parliament, wasn't being formed. When they laid the constitutional amendment, we were very clear that those amendments needs to be looked at thoroughly. We were against them. They knew, so this did not come out of the blue. As a party, we've called the government every step of the way, almost like following to ensure we were doing this as we agreed. And people will say this tripartite committee doesn't supersede the Constitution. I agree. It doesn't by any means supersede the Constitution. And, you know, I could not have agreed with anything more. But just like my senior uncle here, who I have a lot of respect for, the Honorable Alpha kind of said, if you are doubting the tripartite committee and its legitimacy, let me take you back to on the Constitution, 1991 Constitution, which the President should respect, in section 44. And I'll read this out very quickly. It said, now, notwithstanding any provision of this Constitution or any other law to the contrary, the President shall, without prejudice to any short laws as may, for the time being, be adopted by Parliament, be responsible. So the President shall be responsible, in addition to the functions conferred upon him in the Constitution, for A, all constitutional matters concerning legislation. The president is responsible while parliament is does not interfere with this. So what this says is, this was a constitutional matter. The president was in charge of this. B, relations with foreign states. And we've seen the president going on foreign state and coming with an agreement. C, the reception of convoy accredited to Sierra Leone and appointment of principal. But the main one I want to bring you to is D. The execution of treaties, agreement, or conventions in the name of Sierra Leone. The tripartite wasn't signed in the name of Mada Bio as a president. It was signed on the behalf of the people of Sierra Leone.
So you're
and
saying the
government.
tripartite committee is legitimate?
It was legitimate
legitimately backed by the
yes.
Constitution.
It was legitimately backed by the people of Sierra Leone. The president and the government had signed that agreement with the people of Sierra Leone. As a government, when we sign on behalf of Sierra Leone. So the mandate was upon the government to put this through. And they have discussed it in cabinet. We were told, reliably informed, that it has gone through cabinet. Why was it in cabinet if it was just a gentleman's agreement? After cabinet, the government had a mandate, has a responsibility, not the opposition. And they keep saying this so foolishly when we all know what the Constitution says here. It wasn't upon us to go. We've never seen where the government goes into an agreement and it's the other party that takes the agreement to parliament. It was a mandate was vested upon the government to take it to parliament. So the question here, why was it not taken to parliament in time before we do any of this that we're doing today? We've been in parliament when agreements have come here, FBN. They kept us there till 11 p.m. just to ensure they go through that day. You get told first reading, second reading, third reading, everything got to be done in one day. Why was this so difficult for the government to do? And these are the questions we should ask. It's so funny because when we talk about integrity today, you look like the old one outside the room. What we're asking for here is no miracle. We're not begging the government on anything new. All we're saying is based on what you and your government and ourselves have agreed, let us follow through.
How is the president going against the Constitution to remove Edmond Alpha?
We're not saying
something you would support as members of parliament.
What we support that he does, just like my learned colleague Ibrahim Suri said earlier, will be first of all to own up and say to himself, the appointment was not even legitimate at this point, was not required now. We could have gone through the tripartite and made the corrections that are necessary from the Shat committee.
Sorry, let's understand this. Wasn't legitimate or timely?
It wasn't timely, let's say that.
Because
the legality from the Constitution, like you say, no, it's true. From the Constitution aspect, he can argue from the Constitution that is right. But the Constitution was there when you signed the tripartite agreement. So again, knowing the Constitution was there, why did you sign the agreement to the change?
Alpha Khan also raised very serious points. Why did you walk out of Parliament when you could sit there, be part of the debate, be part of the team to question Edmond Alpha, and bring up the allegations you hold against him as a political party?
I'll tell you why. The reason why we didn't do that was because when the president made his speech, as he said in Parliament, upon taking over before the tripartite, he agreed that election malpractices needs to be settled, that we needed to sit down. And when he said that to us, we agree. The question that we should now be asking, haven't agreed and haven't done that tripartite recommendation, and haven't knowing that the Constitution was there, but we needed amendments, and we're now going through the amendment. What is the urgency? Why are we now rushing all of a sudden? But let me come to your question, why we decided to walk out rather than stay in Parliament. Because we thought, we've made our position very clear long before they even go to Parliament, on the consultations. When the president have consulted us as a party, we state our position very clearly, and we state the reasons for that.
But could it have been that you could have been part of the debate, you could have questioned Edmond Alpha? Could it have been possible also that other members of even the SLPP or Paramount Chief MPs could have voted in favor to not approve Edmond Alpha, as, for example, we saw with the Lara Telopia situation? The expectation for many was that all APC MPs would not vote in favor of removing her from office, but that was not the result. Even some of the APC MPs voted in favor of removing her from office. Couldn't you have tested your own system the same well where you were?
No, we didn't, because as far as we were concerned, you know, the trust had been broken from that point, even prior to going to Parliament. Like I said, as a political party, one of the biggest political party that was part of that tripartite committee, when we had said we are objecting to Edmond Alpha's appointment with state reason, the president could have called us to talk about that. But his blatant ignorance of the opposition party was enough to make us know that they were going to go ahead anyway. And even if we were not in the room...
And were you not expected to even still go ahead with your participation anyway?
Even if we were not there, if the SLPP, knowing the history of Edmond Alpha, which everybody knows in this country, about the changing of 049 to 149, which is like a music now on the floor, if they knew and they had any integrity in them, they could have voted against that.
Alpha Khan said he's not aware if president is even aware of those allegations or not.
But he's very
I said you said you're not aware if president is aware.
No, no, please, president is aware. It's president will send
he cannot tell me what I do.
But I understand, you know, like I said, it's our uncle from Putloko. We understand. His times are very difficult at the moment. This man needs to save himself from the SRPP. But I'm telling you, they're aware. The crimes, and like I said, even when we did the tripartite committee, it wasn't just for Kone. We said for all the electoral commissioner, that includes Edmond Alpha. So why was that a clause on the recommendation? That all of them had to go. We didn't just say one, we just didn't say the chief electoral commissioner. We said all of the commissioner. And this was agreed, jointly agreed by both sides. How do you now go and make that person a chief electoral commissioner?
Those people, the APC demand to be removed, all those people, are Sierra Leoneans.
Yeah.
That's their job. Those are people who have families to feed.
Yeah.
How then do you comfortably ask for their jobs to be affected? The very same situation that, on the flip side, both the APC and the SLPP complain about people not having job security all in the name of politics. How do you justify asking for people's removal in offices?
Oh, Vivian, I have to laugh at that because like I said to you, this wasn't just a request by APC, this was a joint request by both parties. If you were saying to me the removal of 5 commissioners was more deadly than the unrest that almost happened in this country, that is a joke. It's a serious joke. There are 5 in members, and I can add together with all of their families, they're still less than 0.0001% of this country for the chaos they caused to this country. A chaos that we're still seeing today, the impact of that. The people that have suffered today, the number of deaths we've had in the streets of Freetown alone, not the entire district, not the country, in other areas, just Freetown alone. The amount of death we've had will amount to the families of those 5 commissioners. So we have no regret when we say they should go. Are they think about their families? Are they think that they're Sierra Leoneans? They shouldn't have done what they did.
Can the APC guarantee the people of Sierra Leone a peaceful protest without casualties?
Oh yes, 100%. In fact, as a political party, that is what we do. The safety of our people comes first. The safety of Sierra Leone has always come first, which was why we signed the tripartite committee. Had we not signed that, I think it would have been a different story. But knowing very well we wanted a peace of this country, and I can assure you, we need to be given clearance for this protest. It's very much necessary. The people want it.
Would you guarantee a peaceful protest without casualties to the people of Sierra Leone when we've seen instances when, even just for secondary school sports, you have kids and adults who would go on the rampage. Thieves would tap into that opportunity to cause mayhem. On what backbone would you guarantee a peaceful protest without casualties?
Throughout the history of Sierra Leone, schools have had protest, and protest is a democratic right. Yes, we can think about what's going to be the outcome of the protest, but as a government, they owe it to their people to guarantee their safety. It is why we are requiring for clearance. It is why we're giving notice. It's why we're saying our people are not happy with this process. The president has a choice. He can now listen and reverse all of this if he wants to, as a government. If he wants a piece of this country the way I want it, the way my political party so desperately want it, the way I'm sure you will want it, Fabian. So, but you know, we talk about student riot and maybe 1 stab and 2 stab. Let's talk about August 10, where the government is seeing its own people for having a riot or having a disgruntlement that they come out and be killed. So, you know, how are we going to guarantee our people? We give them 100% guarantee that you have a right to protest. And we've applied, and we hope we're going to get clearance, so we're going to come out and protest. It's up to the government.
So what happens if the Sierra Leone police doesn't give the approval, if the Inspector General of Police doesn't give you the clearance?
What would be their reason for not giving the clearance is what we would like to know before we get to that. We don't want to preempt mayhem. We don't want to say it's going to be mayhem. We don't want mayhem, Fabian. We want this to be a peaceful protest. But it's a democratic right for the people.
Let's assume you get the clearance, there's a peaceful protest.
Yes.
You go ahead with the protest. Then what?
We go ahead with the protest.
What impact would it make?
We show the president the number of people that are unhappy with his decision and ask him to reconsider.
And what if he doesn't?
Ask the government. If he doesn't, we go back to where we start. Because he has, you know, like I said, for now, they're making this look like it's the APC demands, which is why our people have said, let us come out and show them.
Isn't it the APC demands?
It isn't the APC alone. It's the APC with its people. The people of Sierra Leone, I bet you
the APC is, of course, the people in the APC.
I want to assure you, in that protest, you're going to find SL people there. You're going to find a lot of SLP people there, SLP people there. Not those in parliament maybe, but a lot of other supporters that disagree with Edmond Alpha's appointment, that disagree that is the
You're saying there are people within the SLPP who disagree with Edmond Alpha's appointment?
Many.
How so? When you going on that, you could have tested that in Parliament by debating and allowing them to vote.
I said to you, Phoebe, and not the members of Parliament. They have not shown that they're against it. They agreed with it and signed him on. But mind you, the SLPP is not just the members of Parliament that are sitting in the world. They're representative of people. And the question I really want to ask them, how much do they represent their people in that decision? Because I know from talking to their people, most of them are against that appointment. So the question is, who were they representing? Were they really acting as representative or as instrument of the government?
Right. We don't view this video, this interview, and I want for Duff me heart. I don't know if the honorable deal with we. I think it's the network issue, they give problems, but we within with the view. Una go agree with me say this interview with Honorable Aminata Sesay go be played over and over and over on social media, because every single position where the honorable representative of Poloko district say on this particular interview, she was spot on. 100% spot on. When I see the lady that have a challenge but definitely, who said it today is simple. She held her ground and she articulated herself properly to them questions today. And we want to commend them for taking that interview and put the position of APC fair for make everybody see. One area which I admire where he talk, you're not just limited to the APC people, of course. Now, so they want for take them. The APC is one of the biggest political parties in the country, and it gets a representation in the parliament, and the people, the majority of the people in the country, are the votes. So we APC they talk, now the country they talk. And of course, the area of Edmond Alpha in history, nobody in their right mind no go get Edmond Alpha for go become an electoral commissioner na Sierra Leone after waiting we don't see. And besides, not so that's not the only issue. He said that's the elephant in the room for now, but there are various other issues them we they cry for, with the party we don't cry for, the agreements, the resolutions of the tripartite committee, we them for implement, we then drag them foot for do. So all of that, APC believes say, no, Bo, enough is enough now. Now we take a firm decision for boycott all governance institutions, and on top of that, we will not see nothing, then we will go for demonstration. Well, the question we did ask them, if they're not given the clearance, which one I go do? Well, Aminata Sesay asking the question, which thing will make them not give you the clearance? Because it's part of democracy. And this is a political party. When we feel aggrieved, we write the police, we tell them, say, we are going to demonstrate. I don't think clearance is even needed. So we don't think if clearance is even needed. We don't get Honorable Aminata back. So,
OrWanKasu and the audience, you can see the practicality, right?
oh yeah, definitely. We are not even
I've
surprised,
changed
to be honest.
every room in my house until where I just give up now and I just come on. So at this point, it's very bad.
I know.
Conditions are very hostile, I tell you.
Absolutely. We can understand. We can understand. But you know what? I have to doff my hat for you in that interview. And this interview, I guarantee you, this interview will be played over and over and over, all over social media, and people are proud of the way how you conduct yourself in the interview, how you articulate yourself, and the points that we bring in. They were very, very solid, and we doff we had for you. And now I'll be just the try to do some analysis of the interview, but we don't come now.
Okay.
The question now we are going to ask you on this interview. I don't know if the ladies have. I think the lady be don't ask you similar questions to that, but um, the party, the party gets a responsibility for bring the people them and protect them people in the back. We already say SLPP they try for bring their own members them out, their own people them out, can do a counter protests on the day we wish have to do we protest. I don't know if you don't hear that. If that's not the case, what do you expect Sierra Leone for town not to be?
I mean, if you're standing where I'm standing, there's very little with them people guy where this government go do with this surprise way. But one thing we go be clear now. As every day Sierra Leoneans in the battle, intimidation and everything, this will now show intimidation to the highest height. Waiting they do ya now for ensure say let people they not come out and express themselves. They ask for let we guarantee them say it will be peaceful. We have said it will be peaceful. I mean, we are in opposition. We not get control over police, which we all know, we not get control over the army. Excuse me. So if any threats get for interrupt, it must have been from the government side. From the civilian aspect, just like where the gentleman, the lawyer Augustine be they talk now AYV, if they want for make them very secure, the government side they for support the people rather than pursue them. And now for the own chairman say instead they do a counter protest, I don't even feel say the IG go accept something like that. I truly believe say the IG not go give them clearance for that day. However, I feel say that they do and for let them intimidate to not come out at all. But again, here is what I say. As a party, we just need for sit down again and make sure we talk to we people them. If we not come out, we can do a sit at home. There are many, many ways that West citizens can express their voice. But one thing for sure, let we not allow this government for stifle the people and voice. The people
It's
need
been
to be
going
heard.
on.
I
It's
mean,
been
that is the
going on.
very least what they can do. They're not get army man, where they protect them. They're not get, which is why this tripart be very essential because all of that come up now. This tripart recommendation for let them ensure say the military and the police they understand their role. The need for let them be a partisan, let them priority be for secure the citizens as a state and the constitution. Because all this we know say in the work. And now
we're what 2.5 years into the recommendation, we're still facing intimidation as opposition party and with people them. Why you go say where people they say then come on, they go express themselves? You say they go ask for clearance for go counter. Why not organize your own rally as a later date? Because they know so without a doubt, if they say they pull everywhere, they then go intimidate the opposition. So this again, it just go for show because people in there doing the tell they insist that first boycott. Say we need international moral guarantors. People and they will be question that issue and the way APC do. But now they see what they deal with. They deal with people the way they wake up every day and make the constitution in a way for suits them. From voting in the parliament, voting for speaker, voting for auditor general, everything changes based on what it suit them. You go to the judiciary, it's been stressful, it's been intimidated enough. We see the election with the lawyers them. I don't know how much more Sierra Leoneans they can bear. But I think they have been very patient. And for this one time, if the request for express their voice, able, what else can they do?
Well, you know, a member of parliament, and the position we the party don't take so for make una all stand off from this governance involvement. Obviously, the last time a lot of people been come up and say, "Oh, the MPs and the gumbo say they don't campaign, they don't get money, then they struggle financially and stuff like that." How how you they how you they feel the temperature from the MPs them in terms of them making up their minds for make them pursue this particular position where the party don't take so for make sure they see the end of them.
Let me assure you and all the Sierra Leoneans around the world, one thing we not do this boycotts for. Now for let we interrupt this country indefinitely. Neither allow interrupt government business or disadvantage we party by making sure we all lost we system and put we party at that disadvantage. That is not the goal. But boycotts now legitimate the way parliaments they do all over the world. Even in the one-party states, there's a record that they boycott some members of parliament and boycott within the same party when they disconto. Now the only way they display say waiting they happen all right. When we don't get a number for vote on them, when they cannot hear us in any other way. This is a last resort. These nine Sierra Leoneans they know. But if anybody they follow the media, we've been coming out. We start from the Kush campaign for expense to concern them. We come with the economic challenges in the country. The rise in I remember 2024, the Financial Act, what will they deal with? Where they want to increase the rise by 10%, fuel by 1%. We protested, we come out, we do interviews them for educate to people them. So it took a long way to here. It took me over 2 years for them reach here. So all we ask Sierra Leoneans and for let them stand by we. Me know every one MPH where they complain about financial constraints. Of course, the financial constraints are there. But one thing where the constitution grants we as well, we're going to get paid for as long as we sit. Yes, after 30 sitting, we'll lose our seat. But we'd like to hope this government responsible enough for letting not allow up to a 30 sitting. But if that is what they want, something gets for B, somebody gets for pay a price.
So
The government and the president as a fountain of honor in place for see if he allow this country for that a whole opposition lost their voice just because of Edmond Alpha. That could be one special instance in this country.
So let's say, for instance, una do 29 sitting, then una go.
But we not plan for let we lost we say Lord decide.
So in the case wherein una do 29 absence of all the sittings, and then una go on the 30th sitting, and then una come back, una come continue the boycott. Una not go lose una sitting.
Exactly.
Is
So
that
the
a
law say
strategy?
30 consecutive sitting. Even if it means they do 29, then we show up one day and then continue. But also the other two I really want to highlight where then the government that they play out. The role of MP they not just limited to parliament. We know they parliament today, but that don't mean say we know they continue for representative people them. We're represented by every angle. During this Ramadan, we were out, helping the people, then those two people, then hear our people, then voice them. Even the Sunday where I go do that interview there in AYV like a state, I come up a meeting. So we're representing our people, which is why they're not able to tell we say we're not doing our job. We're doing our job. They are not doing their job. They are not being a responsible government. They are not seeing the opposition as part of a government. And that's not the issue they all for the talk about. And if we say really we for the doubt we self now this case. If
Yes.
the president, when at the fountain of honor, when I agree for let's sign a tripartite, could now say it's not important to them that this country no listen, that not take it seriously, and they're not going to treat it seriously. That is a choice from the government, not to the opposition. Not to we make that choice. Now then they can make the choice the way they happen now. All we're saying is waiting the happen with there against them. Edmond Alpha, we not go really conduct election at this country. I mean, doing nothing, not an option. So we have to do this. As
Okay.
APCNs, as Sierra Leoneans, don't even question that decision day. Let we stand with the party and let we see and through. Let's not worry about the 30 sitting. We know what we need to do in that area. Then just get for trust free. Parliament is a body that can manage itself. And we go manage ourselves, we promise to now.
Okay. We know say we had a group of people within the APC we've been very, very disgruntled. We've been stand with the 2023 elections and say they're not going to participate, they're not going to do anything until the answer to the 2023 elections. Now, when the party don't take this position right now, then they come out and talk say, now this will be the tell now before for say if we don't stand on this particular position and we not go negotiate, if we don't create, if we don't get what we want. Now 2028 is looking very unlikely for make it happen. Past fet for the country, and now una they go for go boycott. We need to follow. So how we were able to come together for bring the party together? I know
A
say you don't
very
call on the people there for come together for support.
And
Yes.
that
You
is
go.
the uncomfortable situation all day as a party. And we cannot silence those voices. And people, and they matter to we. They are part of APC. But here is what we say. We couldn't say no more news for fly. Let us not destroy this whole political party because we get side them, we get waiting and believe. When you're joining a political party, you believe in a vision. And yes, maybe sometimes we don't always get it right. Sometimes. They're humans. The leadership themselves for this party. And me believe say, whatever be lead to that tripartite was done in a very good faith. Believe in me. We all do it in a good faith. It was
Yeah.
not a personal interest. It was not interest I was going to come to APC. It was in the interest of the people in this country. The suffering where they within that period will not take part in our governance. What happened in this country? Now not be one say continue. And for some of you were there during the war and the experiences of Sierra Leone leading up to here, anything will go trigger a fight in this country will not be wondered. So when we had the tripartite, we did the election was legitimate. Otherwise, there would have been no need for a tripartite, recommendations or national unity. Well, we go there for the interests of Sierra Leoneans and for everybody. And because we know we're the biggest political party and we have the majority. So if anything was to happen, we people then go suffer more.
Yeah, indeed.
And so we have to do what we had to do. But rather than grilling the opposition for being so responsible, why are we not asking the other side? Why are we not asking the questions to the governance? For no understanding that as painful as 2023 was, APC winning, they came to the table. Even when they do it so disrespectfully, some of who vex stay while we send we own flag bearer them and high delegates them, then go send that Krisuma for we own Akadia to they clap, they make noise. The very man we signed that trap, the very man who present at that trap party, we now they cry him down. That itself, it makes some people then vex. But like I said, we'll not go vex left. This party too big for lower allow SLPP for tear we apart. So my message is here. Electoral justice, we hear you. If we didn't hear you then, we hear you now. And we're in this together. We're with you. We're not a division from you. We're together. Anybody who on the APC know that to have been given the privilege twice as given to Samura, and I bless him. Everybody will agree. Whatever mistake may have happened there, we share that responsibility today. Wait till no go allow now for let we begin unpick who is to be held responsible here. As a party, we take the feelings as a party. We not just want for begin point time because one person alone no make one single decision by this entire election. Every decision was taken as a party. Not to say be.
Yeah. So the
No
flag
one
bearer,
person no go say no, I was against.
what's in the position of
So
the
if we
flag
all
bearer?
don't make that decision and they all take the responsibility as well to get like we get winner.
Yeah. The flag bearer there, are they in
And we they
support?
appeal to Samurai and all the supporters them. This time APC needs to be as one. Now more than ever. For the benefits of Sierra Leoneans. For the benefits of Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
Not just for the APC.
What's the role of the flag bearers them? Then self they join this particular thing, then they go around for
Oh
rally
yes.
them
Oh
for joining
yes.
this particular
Oh
thing.
yes. It's an
Okay.
APC decision. So if you're an APC, you're part of it automatically. And the flag bearer said, don't act outstandingly. If you watch the press conference when Guinea party office, was well informed. All the information we you need was included. You know, Richard Conte Kaigi in parts, Akisoya Kai playing role, and the Macaulay Kaigi on every single person, including even the one they went on the press conference, they submit statements where, you know, we all know say that they're part of the decision we'll make. So nobody's left behind.
All right. So me and Honorable Aminata Sesay, audience them, I want for children. Thank you, Mr. Ahmed Thomas Tijani, Mr. Ish Al Sesay, when I don't join me, Aminata Amizo Kamara, who served don't join me lately. This is Honorable Aminata Sesay, representing Potloko district. And we don't discuss about the mass deportation of Sierra Leoneans them from Guinea coming into Sierra Leone. We don't look at the pros and cons. We don't look at the agreements. We don't look at the meeting we then go all, no matter go all now with the two presidents then Guinea and Liberia. And a week after that, we see deportation. We don't talk about the drugs trade. We go up and down the country. We don't talk about the boycotts. And so far, we want for tell we honorable plenty thank you. We dey come to the close of this particular one, but we can give you your last message we go forget to everybody covering all which and which we don't talk about today on this particular show. And I want to assure you say this program will continue for the go around the social media and more people go view. Yes, we understand there's plenty issues with the network and the blackouts and all that stuff today. But yes, we able to get you on. We get the Diaspora Women's Congress, Cassie Love, when a Cassandra Kenny instead on join the platform, of course. Very proud of the MP, Aminata Sesay. So we give you the last message we will give to everybody on these topics that we don't discuss now. So today, over to you, Aminata. Of course, Unago bear with we. The teething problem still they go on, network issues, but so far she's been very good. Yes. You're back on, yeah?
I'm back on, yes.
Yeah. So give we your last thought about all which we don't discuss today, which now your message to the APCians, the aspirants. We ready for can join we join una in a salon, support una whether financially, morally, or even physically. People are ready to come for can join this demonstration. So what's not the message we get? We also get the district's women's leader, when Comrade Aissatou Bintou Sesay. We talk about on today on the Diaspora Young Congress event. We welcome both local Bobo, now the UK, and a wonderful show we take place yesterday in that fundraising day. We get the other ladies that will come up from the United States. We can join me. But give you last thought, and then we go touch on that back later. Over to you.
Okay, so let me first of all recognize them two personality I we call, because apart from party, these are like sisters. We Madam Bintou Sesay and Madam Cassandra. Thank you
Yeah.
very much for joining us today, and for Pudloko Bobo, kudos to you. Very articulated young man. We wish you very far. I follow through from where they go around for Gida invitation, right into organizing the diaspora event yesterday. Thank you very much. And to the diasporans, thank you very much. Una na a very important element to this party. I think the last year while the UK, I hold a meeting with the London constituency to the extent to the district, just for tell them how important they and how they really need to be on board with us as a party at all time. And thank you very much. You've been doing that, and we encourage you now for do more. When I get a very crucial role for play in supporting the party this time. We will alone reach out to our people, they alone reassure and say, this party not gonna make any decision where go affect with people them. Whatever the issue we're making are in the interest of the nation and the interest of this country, Sierra Leone. Do I let them trust let them trust the party, let them listen to the party, If possible, let them make a deaf ears to SLPP. Because right now, you notice say everything will put out and they come for counter. The counter with the chairman counter now because I tell them, say, we don't apply for clearance, let the IG give clearance, let them see how much people them will come out that day. So he's trying to counter that by saying NSF go apply. But any responsible IG, not for give clearance for we all two the same day. I think that would be a security issue. And we want to get a peaceful protest. Just send a message across with placard, no fight. We don't want to fight. If we want to fight, that would have happened. But not to that we want. We want peace. As I say again, we're now the biggest political party. We can no doubt say we have more than 60% of the population as alone. And I even want to tell them, say, on this particular issue, we will get out more than 80% of the population of this country, including SLPPs, we will come in support of we. Because they self don't see how irresponsible and government day. And I remind Sierra Leoneans and say, at the moment, not to SLPP will get in governance. We get a pauper cabal of 10 to 20 young men there. We don't hold this country hostage. I'm not going to name them, but I think we sabi them. So, dear, let we support the party, electoral justice. We need Una on board. Even if this means to say, Una feel like now we're on the same boat. If we are seeking injustice, that's what we're doing now. We are in together. We need the leader, Samura Kamura, for they're on board right now. We chairman, and we're acting chairman. They do a brilliant job. We pray that we substantial chairman go be well and back in action. We just need everybody right now. So do you beg the diaspora and everybody around the world, whatever role you can play, whether it's financially, morally, physically, whatever you can do, let we reinforce this message and let we assure people and say we will get a peaceful protest. Thank you very much and have a
Thank
peaceful
you
night.
very much. We really appreciate the time you take for come, even though we get issues with blackouts and everything. We are not surprised. We're immune to that. We get powerful women in the diaspora who they watch you right now. We're very, very proud of you and so proud for your voice and for can join me at this platform. This platform they at your disposal for any time where you want for can talk to we will be happy for host you and talk about issues them we get for do to a party. We also get Marianne, Marianne from the United States, with the aspirants, with the aspire for the women's leadership na the diaspora. I think I'm not sure. It did at the UK and Ireland. They all come to the UK yesterday. They all visit the UK yesterday, and we want to tell you plenty thanks for the time we wanna take for coming to the United States. We wanna come. We get the Diaspora Young Congress deputy leader. We na Rose Jallo himself been there yesterday, and currently Poloko Bobodom resign from his position as the Diaspora Young Congress leader. He don't hand over the mantle of leadership to in deputy winner Rose Jallo. We depend the Young Congress at the moment. So we get powerful representation from the United States. You know, we come and we want to tell them plenty thank you. We get we able women Madam we host them with the good hospitality with the support of course the diaspora women's leader the retired na the UK Cassandra Kenny. So to all the viewers them, Mr. Ibrahim Abdullah, thank you for joining us in this platform. I want to say thank you to all the other viewers them who don't join me inside this platform. There's a question.
Thank you very much, OrWanKasu and the team. Thank you.
There's a question where somebody sent Mr. Ibrahim Abdullah come to say, please ask Honorable to tell us the political steps the party is contemplating to bring Dr. Samura Kamara, the EJ team on board. I think say you don't discuss that already with we that we did a call on Dr. Samura Kamara for making come on board, and of course not to everything. I believe say the party will reveal now. So, but the deputy chairman they do a fantastic job according to what you say just now, not so.
Yeah.
Yes, the deputy chairman they can do something about it. Of course, we go left and that way day. So one for say thank you to you and thank you to the producer, Mr. MMBB Mo Bangura, for the wonderful production of this particular program. And we go end this with the videos of the Diaspora Young Congress yesterday, the victory song of the APC, we've been get yesterday at the end of the program yesterday. So over to you, Mr. MMBB, and thank you very much, Honorable Aminata Sesay.
Thank you.